The tragic fall of Mitch McConnell is documented in America right here on John Mike Keane. I don't know why people are still applauding even after he fell. Here's the headline. I mean, therefore I am. Breaking: Mitch McConnell will step down as the Senate Republican leader in November after a record run in the job. Can I hear finally? Here's the election wizard. Just in, Mitch McConnell will step down as the Senate Republican leader in November after a record run at his job. Here's Rand Paul. Thousands of people have been asking if I'd run for Senate leadership. We approve, but Mitch McConnell represents the past of the Republican Party. Those days are long gone. The Republicans that are Mitch-esque have been moved on or discredited. They don't have a real big public voice anymore because MAGA has taken over the party. That's what really retired not just the literal Mitch McConnell, but the Mitch McConnell, Paul Ryan, Rhino kind of old ways of doing things. You're going to get a new government if Trump wins. That's why you have to vote right away. Here's Disclosed TV. Just in, the Washington Post owner Jeff Bezos has reportedly given the newspaper a mandate to add more conservative opinion writers at the papers, the New York Post. They see it coming. Guys, it's a new America. Here's Bud Ombre. Jeff Bezos is doubling down in a meeting this morning with leftist journalists threatening a walkout unless he reverses course and endorses Kamala Harris immediately. He told them they can go away. And that WAPO will be hiring more Trump-friendly conservative voices, and they can pound sand. We love this for the joyless coconut team. There's Jeff Bezos laughing.
But in elite political and media circles is all anybody's talking about. And I see that there are some underlying issues here. Freedom of the press, Trump derangement syndrome, the woke takeover of many of our major news organizations, Jeff Bezos. There are a lot of big themes here that you could argue connect to something that the public would care about or should care about. Elites care about it. That's all that's in my inbox. If you look at Twitter and journalists, and this, if it weren't a Friday, my goodness, this would go on forever. But you would think that the Washington Post did something truly profound. And for the woke people in the newsroom, it is truly profound that they're not going to endorse Kamala Harris. But again, I bring this up to say the world is going mad because we're getting down to the end.
This should be good business for them. A real newspaper should have robust both sides, both kinds of journalism, 50-50 weighing in and arguing. It's been so long, and Jeff Bezos is a hammer to the leftist, and even he sees it as bad product to just represent one side. But speaking of the media's influence on people, here's RFK.
Was this transformation that happened with Kamala Harris. In 1 week, she went from somebody who was the least popular person, the Democratic Party. She was absolutely disdained by Democrats. She could not get a lunch reservation. People were just talking about ways to get rid of her. And then 2 weeks later, she was a mix between Beyonce and Jesus Christ.
How do you explain that shift? What could possibly turn things around for Kamala Harris within 1 week from the least popular Democrat of all time to the Joy campaign?
And Democrats adored her, and nothing had changed. She didn't give a single interview for 35 days.
Nothing changed about Kamala herself. She was silent. Here's the big breakthrough I wanted to share with you. This is what happened.
Because what we saw is in our Kamala Harris report going from February through July, see this slope I'm describing? What we saw is that Google, and to a lesser extent some other tech companies, were basically ignoring her in February, and all of a sudden they're boosting her to the top of search, which has a tremendous impact. It shifts people's thinking and opinions, and that in turn boosts her more. It's a synergistic phenomenon. And that's what happened, that there was an explosion of support literally engineered by algorithms.
So a mass computer algorithm brainwashed everyone. That's how powerful they are. They can nearly make you think anything they want. And that's why both sides, we have to be very critical thinkers. I think the right is pretty immune to it because if you haven't been sucked up by it yet, then you're not the kind of person that believes everything you read. Even as the media, look, here's something they downplay. They don't want you to remember this Clinton Gore flag from 1992. From the Daily Mail, Philadelphia's Democrat DA sues to block Elon Musk's, quote, illegal $1 million swing gate giveaway.
Philadelphia's district attorney is suing to stop Elon Musk's voter lottery. The richest man on planet Earth is a very public supporter of former President Trump. And through his America PAC, Musk has been giving away $1 million every day to a voter in a battleground state. The Department of Justice has warned that this giveaway might violate federal election law.
They're using the media. They're trying to control what you think, to think what Elon Musk is doing bad. By the way, there's nothing illegal about what he's doing. And what about the Jews at the Madison Square Garden rally?
I just got back from Donald Trump's rally at Madison Square Garden. I'm a Jewish New York Republican, and I have seen the mainstream media calling this a Nazi rally. And that couldn't be further from the truth. There were so many Jews there, just like myself. There was Israeli flags, and nearly every single speaker talked about their commitment to upholding the relationship between U.S. and Israel. Not to mention all the Latinos for Trump, gays for Trump, and nearly every other group that would have never been allowed in if this was actually a Nazi rally. Kamala Harris could literally bring Adolf Hitler on her stage, and the mainstream media still wouldn't call it a Nazi rally.
She's very smart for being so homely.
Their lies are futile. Trump is winning this election in 9 days. Make sure you get out, vote early, and vote for Donald Trump.
And that's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to vote for Donald Trump. We have all the joy, the happiness. She represents at least the Jews. I've seen hundreds of these videos all across the internet. And of course, the media, the ones that are trying to promote Kamala Harris, will not show them. That's why I'm showing you them right here on this show, because you know how what the Democrats want you to do.
So to all the young people out there, I want you to stay angry. I want you to stay frustrated.
Oh, Obama, you're in the past just like Mitch McConnell. You're so old and anxious. Your ideas, I'm not talking about a physical age. I'm physically old, but the ideas are new, and Trump represents a new America. Now, speaking of new, here's the New Hampshire Journal. Here's on the presidential vote choice. Republican Donald Trump just hit 50.2% in the New Hampshire Journal. Democrats, Kamala Harris, 49.8%. Guys, is Trump doing so well that New Hampshire is in play? Those are my people. Neil Johnson says Trump's going to dig deep into this blue territory or purple territory. We also see Virginia in play. Some have said if Trump does a rally in Albuquerque, then you know that New Mexico is in play. Meanwhile, the prophecy has been set. According to this dog Shadow, we are going to have 4 more years of Trump. It's a very good sign to the American patriot. I'm John Mike King.